13 mil. I'm not even gonna lie. The defense alone,
I wish.
the
I
defense
told
alone
y'all
is
a long
crazy.
time ago, no money spent is not a thing anymore. I don't even know why these kids out here trying to do no money spent. It's not a thing.
I
It
mean,
don't exist.
I've won 240 Super Bowls on the year. That's how you do it.
This Nick team, hold on. They got some energy over there in Madison Square Garden. Hold on.
Man, we definitely gonna talk about it. Oh, TP, did you see me acting up on the internet?
What'd you do? What'd you do now?
No, what you was talking about?
So I'll go ahead and send y'all the tweet right now. Somebody put the countdown for the kickoff this year on Labor Day weekend, right?
Okay.
And all I said was that if, just if, Colorado don't beat North Dakota State, Twitter is gonna get dark.
Mm,
And I ain't saying I'm gonna be the drum major, but I'm gonna be in the tuba section.
nah, you gonna be out there dancing. Stop playing. And it's still gonna be warm, so it's gonna be hoochie daddy season still. He gonna be
Yo,
out there. He gonna be out
it'll
there with the short shorts dancing on Deion Sanders' grave as a coach.
be. Yo,
His coaching grave, because it's gonna be over with.
why you want to see his downfall, man?
Man, it's not that I want to see his downfall. It's that I want them to do better. Do you know Carmani still doesn't have a team?
Wow.
Really?
Still doesn't have a
I
team.
thought
Yeah.
there was some news on him, though.
Yeah, he went to go to the University of Florida.
See?
And it's what, 48 hours later and no signing?
Oh,
Mm,
Let me go ahead
that's
and
tough.
check to make sure. I'll check
He's
right
still
now.
eligible to get signed by somebody though, right?
Yeah, he was in the portal in time. Yep.
Okay. Yeah. Well.
Yeah, like on three, it's saying that Florida can help him, but I'm not seeing no he signed. Yeah, he just
Ah.
visited. He's just visiting. What's crazy is here's what's crazy. If he don't sign with Florida or UCF, Bethune and FAMU got a shot at him.
Word.
If he end up at FAMU, it's gonna get dark.
You
It's too
think
many
you
DBs
think
over there.
he's good though?
I think we don't know what he is because he's only been in college.
what's the hype
Played what?
around dude
He
anyway?
played games and started four. He
Yeah.
was a 5-star cornerback that was heavily another 5-star cornerback that could have very well went to Florida State, but Prime got him. So there's
Gotcha.
that.
And now we're here today.
And
Okay.
then
Uh,
discarded him like trash.
yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
man, just ran that man name into the ground. And I got people that why you hating on Prime? I don't hate on Prime. Prime is family. Prime is a Seminole. Why would I hate on Prime? That's crazy.
Nah, it's just
That's
crazy the
absolutely crazy.
politics around it. You know what I mean? It's like the whole transfer portal as a whole is too much outside of football going on now.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
You know, you fix one problem but create three more.
yeah. It's absolutely ridiculous.
You know, and then
Oh,
the
let me.
absolute freedom of movement, kind of hurts recruiting in a way that you don't know who gonna be at the school you going to.
Yeah.
Nope.
You know, how do you build how do you build an organization, you know, that can turn into a dynasty? Like we may never see another Nick Saban type dynasty.
Oh, he know it. That's why he left. He
Uh-huh.
know it. That's why he left.
It ain't that he
But
couldn't compete, it was the fact that they can compete with him.
Yeah.
and I know this ain't football night or whatever, but LSU has waved the white flag.
Mm.
They said LSU been cheating since the beginning of time. Sorry, DK. It's just true. They've been cheating since the beginning of time. When it's finally
Right.
legal to cheat, your head coach
It
come out
ain't
and say, "Yeah, no, we not buying players no more."
we're not buying players, so y'all are gonna be terrible. Cause
Pretty much.
imagine, like, think about all the baseball teams, and I use baseball as an example because they don't have a salary cap, or they didn't have a salary cap. Where if the organization wanted to get the best players, they could just spend the most money, you know. And the teams that chose to be cheap were never good, you know. So if
Yep.
LSU decides they don't want to invest in their team, because we're not buying players, you're investing in your team that's going to get paid back anyway. Y'all make more off of the players than y'all paying them anyway. It's very hypocritical for him to even say that, and this even goes into basketball, as far as college hoops goes. If we're not buying players or we're not investing in our team, then you don't want to win. What's going on, Leaf? Yeah, you don't want to win. This is the name of the
So
game. This is where we are in the era of college sports. If you don't want to spend money, you are not going to have the best players. It's simple as that.
so Bronny only scored 4 points today, and I
Yeah.
love how everybody's gently touching on he didn't have the opportunity to make an impact on the game.
It's fucking dry combine, bro. Like this is like I feel like this is the first
So
time
you know what?
we've ever
Hold
been
on.
able to
Let's
see
start a
something like that.
podcast.
No,
Let's start a podcast. We'll go ahead and get into it. Let's start a podcast. Uh, ladies and gentlemen.
oh now we start.
Yeah, we started now. We talking for like 10, 15 minutes. Ladies and gentlemen, it is the Madness Basketball Podcast. Myself, DK, TP. We are here to talk about Bronny James, apparently. Bronny James. They had the actual scrimmages, which is what I was looking forward to because I didn't want to judge him on the 4 points a game when he went through a heart procedure to get his heart back in rhythm, if I'm not mistaken. So I didn't want to judge him on what he did during the season because that's 4 points a game. So we already know he behind the eight ball being only 6'1". So that's problematic number one. Being a jump shooter and not being a point guard is problem number two. So we were looking forward to the first set of scrimmages. In 19 minutes, he had 4 points and 4 rebounds in 19 minutes. People still want to see more of him for obvious reasons, especially since his dad is showing up to Cleveland Cavalier games. That's y'all go.
I mean,
Um,
He's
it's
from
off season,
Ohio.
right? It's off season. What's wrong with that?
He was
And they
born
might
and
only get
always
only
has been a Cavalier fan. That
that was
don't
going to
go.
be their one playoff game that they were going home playoff game they're going to get forever now. Like,
Yeah,
and
Spider
he gonna
being
be able to
out,
watch.
it's over with.
I would absolutely love to make it seem like LeBron James is not calculated. I would love to do that. But and I know that ain't, he is, that man got a calculator in his back pocket in his Texas Instruments. He don't do nothing just for the sake of it. He was running around doing the Taco Tuesday thing got them people to poke their head up out the sand and go, "Hey, we own the rights to Taco Tuesdays." So they done paid them people to do a Taco Bell commercial, running around hollering "Taco" and don't say the rest. Come on, man. This man is calculated. I think we lost TP sound.
Maybe. No, I think he just
Oh, okay.
right.
So do we really think that Bronny has the tools to be successful at the next level?
Mm,
Because you know how I feel about short combo guards.
not right now. Because the one thing, because of what Jazz said, he can't like
Yeah,
score. Like he's gonna need to be able to score at a high clip. Like if he's 6'1".
yeah.
So that's where he can play defense. He can play defense with the best of them out there.
My
But
question is, how is he LeBron's son but can't play point guard? That's my question. If you already know that you're going to be vertically challenged, you
he
would think
can
that.
though. He, I mean,
Damn.
I didn't really watch him play, but like he has playmaking. He can play make. He can play
Yeah,
make. But
I
in terms of
think
being a point guard, I don't.
I think if he wants to be, you know, a star in the league, then he needs to watch a lot of tape on Rajon Rondo. That's who he needs to watch. He can be Rondo, but with a better shot. I
Yeah.
watched him shooting at the combine, and it looked good. But like Charles Barkley said, anybody look good shooting against air.
All right.
So he has to step up his playmaking ability. And I think teams are gonna take a chance on him just because he's LeBron James' son, and they might win the lottery of bringing LeBron to town. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? LeBron has always said he wanted to play with his son. This is an opportunity because LeBron James is a free agent, and don't think that that was by mistake. There is a reason LeBron James is a free agent this season,
Yeah.
and his son is entering the draft. The Atlanta Hawks have the number one pick in the draft, after the lottery. So don't be surprised if they draft Bronny to get LeBron.
I, I don't think they're gonna do that. Now
If they
that's far
do,
fetched. Now that's a little far
please,
fetched. I doubt
Do
it.
do
please,
do you like
please.
like come on? We got to think about it
Because that
because
number
with
one
Trey,
pick ain't really for Bronny. It's for LeBron. Look at LeBron get drafted twice.
exactly, and check it out. Trey Young
Imagine
is
though.
draft capital because if we draft Bronny James, there is no way you keep Trey Young. Now you get you another big in there. You know what I'm saying? We got to look at who's going to be available coming this offseason. There is a way the Atlanta Hawks can build a team, but it would have to include getting rid of Trey Young. And I don't know if they want to do that. They just gave him a max contract. What was it, last year?
Yeah.
I don't know if there's a no trade clause in that, but that is a scenario to look out for. But not just
Yeah.
Atlanta. Any of those teams in the top 10, if they decide they want to draft Bronny, there's a chance they can get LeBron on their team as well and automatically become contenders.
True.
I am Googling does. All right, I was about to say if Trey Young got a no trade clause, man, we really are in the end times of the
Mm,
NBA. But he doesn't have a no trade clause. Here's what I'm gonna say: if Atlanta drafts Bronny, the number one
That's not
overall
happening.
pick,
As much as I'd love for that to happen, that ain't happening.
everybody gotta go. Hey, what's going on, Bully? I don't think he is. I don't think LeBron is going to just any team. I don't.
He's going
I
where his son go.
I think
But I,
I think TP is right,
I, I,
but
I don't think that his son gets drafted.
I don't think he goes number one overall. But if a team that can compete for a championship drafts Bronny James, don't be surprised if LeBron shows up to camp too. This is what I'm
So,
saying. He's always talked about playing with his son. He could sign a 2 year deal, help his son really get going. He's there every day. He's gonna help train him. Bryce is coming. Look, I'm telling you, don't be
Yeah,
surprised. Don't be
he
surprised
fake
if
hands a
if
little.
LeBron plays with Bronny and at 45 years old, still in the league, and then plays with Bryce.
I think that's what it is too, Bully. Honestly,
Bryce is
so I
just
doubt
listen.
that.
Bryce is 16. Yeah, Bryce is 16 at 6'6".
Yeah, he is. He is. He is.
Exactly. So we sign a 2 year deal.
Jumping
Well,
Jehoshaphat.
I don't know what
Yeah,
year. I
nah,
don't know.
he's
I don't
good.
know what year in height. If Bryce is a senior this year, then he'll be going to college next year. LeBron signs a 2 year deal with every team he goes to now. He can potentially go to where Bryce goes when he gets drafted, who will be a number 1 or a top 10 pick.
Bryce
Why
might be a number
Utah?
one pick right now.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Bryce
Why
is
Bryce
a
is a
junior, so
junior,
he'll
Utah?
have
and
3 years.
yeah,
So if Bryce is going into his junior year, that's at least 3 years from now. You know,
man, man, I just
but I can see if Bronny slips to the Lakers, then they take him, and LeBron stays in LA.
What picks do they
would
have?
God give me the gift of LeBron playing until Bryce gets in the league? Oh my
So
God,
that's what you want to see?
y'all would have an issue with me because at that point, oh yeah, his the goat is that goat conversation is dead and gone, dead and gone. We
Yeah.
just pad stats at this point.
Well,
Wait,
We just pad
I think I I think LeBron is still
wait,
he's
that's the bad thing?
LeBron is better than anybody's role player, right? So if he goes somewhere and he becomes a role player to another star, like we have to get out of this mindset that LeBron has to be the best player on his team for that team to be a championship
Yeah,
contender.
he
Because
doesn't.
if he went to the Cavs with the way that team is built now, they are a championship contender. Spider is the best player on that team, even if LeBron comes over. But Spider being hurt the team. Now we're not looking at them like they can go win anything.
Yeah.
LeBron will retire before he
um,
becomes a role player. That's not what I'm saying, Bully. I'm saying that he doesn't need to be the best player on his team. He needs to
yeah.
go to a team that has a star and to where he can be in that second or third option. He can't be the number 1 anymore. He can't. We seen it this year. He's still good. He's still very talented, but at the same time, it's not gonna work. Some say AD the best player on the Lakers, but AD stay hurt.
And inconsistent.
Every time down the court, we're looking at AD. Is he hurt? Is he gonna get up?
Yeah.
That's Mr. Glass. So
Yeah.
if AD is your best player, you already in trouble because you got Mr. Glass over there.
So I don't want to make this a beat down on Bronny situation because again, I think he should go back to
Playoffs,
school.
playoffs, Bully.
Yeah.
He should go back to school and get some. I'm a firm believer he got to go somewhere where he can get it out the mud, get it on the muscle. He can't go nowhere where it's talented squads and it's a bunch of 5 stars around him. He got to go somewhere where he does it for him.
You talking about
So
Bryce?
No, Bronny.
no, I'm talking
Oh,
about Bronny.
Bronny.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Bronny. So I don't want to beat up on him because he hasn't had the ability to develop yet. And we're already
yeah.
looking at him in combines, in the draft combine. So it's too early. I don't want to beat up on the guy. Who I
No,
want to
I
beat up
was there.
on?
There was no beating up
Oh no,
going on.
oh no, I wasn't saying
Yeah,
we was. I just, it, it's just it's early for him to be in the combine. That's all.
yeah. He probably should
But
have
what?
played another year, but you know,
But your boy Luca, your boy Luca. I keep hearing all these pundits talk about how the Dallas Mavericks are a championship defensive team. when your backcourt refuse to play defense.
I don't know about championship level
Man, I
defense,
seen
but
Kyrie playing the hell
they're a
out
good
of them
team.
passing lanes now.
Right. They're a good team. Don't get it twisted. They just folded. They folded bad.
Like
Folded
you,
bad.
you asking Kyrie to be Gary Payton is crazy. Let Kyrie cook.
Right,
Let Luka
right.
cook, and those other three on the court have to play outstanding defense.
Yeah.
It can work, and Luka is big enough to where he's not gonna get bodied by other guards. Shai Gilgeous cannot body him. We've seen him try; it's not working.
No, he just blowing by him. That's the problem.
I mean, that's where your bigs got to help, though.
Right.
Your bigs got to help because you can have somebody that can body you, and then there's nothing you can do. You gonna send a double team and leave a shooter open? A blow by is at least an opportunity for the bigs to rotate over.
All I know is that last night was dark. Last night was dark, and
They
Oklahoma
just
City has a formula now. They gon' they are hedging the pick and rolls. They making
Mm-hmm.
Luca and Kyrie give up the ball, and them other dudes ain't cutting it. It ain't cutting it. The Cavs are just like Indiana. They need the game to be in the 120s for them to have a chance to win. Yeah,
Mm.
and your superstar misses a key free throw. Man, this man is not Larry Bird. This man ain't Larry Little.
we
He is
can't miss free
not
throws.
that guy.
Just can't.
It's
Simply can't be missing free throws. That'll kill you. They're free.
yeah, it's
It will. Those are free
I
points that you should be capitalizing on.
Either that or they're essentially turnovers when you don't make them.
That too. But that's what I'm saying. You are supposed to make those. I think if you want to be a championship team, you have to shoot at least 82% from the free throw line as a team.
yeah, that's a team. Yep. And here's the thing about a dancer, because Kyrie is a magician, bully. And when a magician is in a 7 game series, he can only be a magician 3 out of them 7 games. The rest of them games is gonna be those gonna be grinds. Those gonna be try and fight over the screen or fight through players fighting through the screen, trying to beat hedges, trying to beat double teams. He wore down. He is absolutely wore down. So you
Yeah,
have another guy who. So,
So who's Kyrie's matchup though? Then if Lou Dort's on Luca, is Shea on Kyrie then?
Shea
Shea
has
been
been
on
guard.
Kyrie. They've been rotating.
Yeah, they rotate. They play team defense. I said that.
But they
Last
all
series,
play good defense.
I like the way OKC plays defense because they're all long.
Yeah,
So
Josh Giddey,
the
Shea,
the
Giddey,
size
they're
the
good.
size is what's really on their side. But OKC, I mean not OKC, but Dallas can't let Shy go for 34 every night. They can't do that.
Yeah.
No.
But he gonna get his though. It's about everybody else though too.
Yeah. But the thing I like about Shy is he's gonna keep shooting.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? That dog
it's gonna
mentality.
be
I am
it's
going
gonna
to
be
shoot.
hard to stop him with how aggressive he is always.
Exactly.
Yeah,
But if
Giddy
Dallas
is
know
not.
if Dallas knows that, then they have to play better team defense on Shy. If Shy is the one scoring all the points, they need to rotate more over to him. If Luca can't guard him, send help, or y'all are gonna lose. It's tied now though.
Let me go back because I don't think Shy is the one getting all the points.
Shy hit
Uh,
34.
no, but they got another in the series. They have another guy that's actually getting points too. What is the guy's name?
I mean, Jalen Williams scores. He had a bad
Yeah,
shooting night last night. Lou Dort, he added three threes. You know what I mean? They got some other guys
you
that's gonna come in and get some points.
Isaiah
But
Jones, you know.
if you look at their box score, you'll see that everybody pretty much had a bad shooting night except for Chet and Shy.
Whew,
Because
God.
Lou Dort shot 28%, Jalen Williams shot 26, Giddy shot 25%, Aaron Wiggins shot
I,
28%.
Sheesh.
if Dallas
So
is only giving up 38% from the field and 25 points from the field, something is
yeah,
off. They should have won that game by 20.
Yeah.
they can't stop Shy Gilders. They can't stop him because when you look, like I said, when you look at the box score,
Yeah.
it's literally stop Shy. The rest of the people were not shooting good, and they missing free throws. That is a
Yeah.
recipe for
Dang,
disaster.
Williams.
Dallas should 100% be up 3-1 right now.
Yeah. They
Williams
simply
shot
just
5 for
folded in the fourth.
19. Yeah,
And
Williams shot
the other
5 for
two guys
19
just
and
didn't get it going. Ever. Luka and Kyrie never got it going, and they folded in the fourth. That's simply just
yeah,
how
Bully,
that
it
works.
is. It is, Bully. It's got it. That's oh my God. The shooting performances are hideous. Giddy 2 for 8. Jai
Yeah. Like,
Williams 5 for 19. What was the Chet one?
Chet was six
Oh
and
no,
nine.
Lou.
He did.
Yeah, no, Lou Dort
Chet
was
got to
four
take
for
more shots.
14.
No way you can win missing 11 free throws. I tell you what, if they would have held shy to 25, they would have won, even with those 11 missed free throws.
Off top, they should have won by 20. If we keeping it a buck,
Yeah, they should have
and I
dogged them.
can't quick update on that uh Fever Connecticut Sun game. Connecticut Sun is up 51-42. Let me
Caitlin
let's
Clark
see what
is
about
2 of 7, 1 of 4
let's see
from
what
3.
this
And Aaliyah Boston, 4.6 rebounds. That can't be happening over there, fellas. Or not fellas. Ladies.
listen. Them
No,
ladies tried to warn y'all. They
It's
tried
game
to
one
warn y'all
though.
and tell
Game
you
one. It's game one.
it's
Game one.
TP
It'll be all right.
TPDK is forever the optimist. Forever the optimist.
for
What?
Them
who?
grown, them grown with Caitlin Clark is finna go through. She finna go through the gauntlet.
Well, yeah, but I mean, like, you forget that they have another number 1 pick over there too in Aaliyah Boston. Like, that team ain't trash. You know what I'm saying? So, I don't know. It's fun. It's gonna be fun. It should be fun. It should be fun.
They better worry about Chicago.
Yeah.
Yeah, Adrian Reese balling.
It just sucked that old girl got hurt too. Cordova. That sucks.
Bully.
But yeah, I think Caitlin's ability to shoot, even under duress, will always keep her as a viable player in the WNBA.
You can't leave her open. You can't. You
Yeah,
have to respect.
no, and that's the thing.
But she's the primary ball handler right now.
If you leave her open, it's wet. If you play shitty defense, it's wet. You better double her. You better send help because if you leave her open, it's over with. She shoots daggers all day. So I think she's gonna be fine. Like being a shooter, whether NBA or WNBA will always work to your advantage. Look at, I like to think about Ray Allen. Early in his career,
Mhm.
he was a driver. He played defense. He was very athletic, but as that athleticism went away, his shooting got better because he understood if he wanted to stay, at a certain
You
level
got
in
to.
NBA, he had to up his shooting. And then he became one of the greatest three-point shooters we'd ever seen. But that wasn't how it
So
was when he first came in. But Caitlin coming in
I,
already being the great shooter, she'll have a long, good career.
that's not my issue with Caitlin. My issue with Caitlin is she got this push off that coaches are already complaining about. By the time you get to game 6, they're gonna make her
Adjust.
stop
She
pushing
going
off.
a great player gonna adjust. So we'll see. We will see. Like, I don't want to say that she's gonna be. great. But
No, you
I
can't.
don't want to see
It's not that she
she's
pushing
gonna
off
adjust to
on a
just
jump
like James
shot.
Harden and all these you gonna have to
It's
adjust.
not that she's pushing off on drives to protect the ball. That's the issue. That's what coaches are complaining about.
Yeah, it's a free. What's you call it? Free guard, free hand.
Right,
Yeah.
but to
Uh,
Billy's point, who don't push off? Like you're supposed to try to do
no, this
everything you're
this is
supposed. Like
different. She
if
is a
call it
full
then,
extension.
then call it,
See,
then call
If that
it when they
that's what
call
I'm
it. Then
saying.
I'm
They're
gonna
going
stop
to have
doing
to start calling it, and then this is gonna. Once they start calling that, we're gonna see what she is, and she's gonna have to develop from that point. Right now, she's still playing college basketball. She's not playing
it.
WNBA
You
basketball
just
right
hit
now.
a three though.
But but
Uh-oh.
but but
I'm
I
only
don't
10
care
points
about
now.
the
I'm
push
playing
off
with her.
because for one thing we don't know Caitlyn as a driver prominently anyway. We
Mm-hmm.
That's
know
true.
her as a dagger shooter. So if they take her push off away, okay, adjust your game. Maybe you can't get to the basket as hard as you was doing before. At the
Mm-hmm.
end of the day, she's a shooter who can shoot, whether there's people in her face or not. She will be good.
I I would like to thank her for getting those good people to give those women chartered flights. And we in what year of the WNBA?
Like
Well,
30.
30 something, 33, or
I think it's
So
like either 32 or 33. You know,
so
shout out
yeah.
to my Comets for winning the first four championships. You know, even though they not in existence anymore, we still got the banners somewhere in Houston.
So yeah, they was turned like if you see the videos of them on them flights, yeah, they turned up. They turned up on them flights. Absolutely. They
They
are turned
deserve
up.
it. They
27,
deserve it.
It's crazy that
27.
we hear. Um
You know, I don't think any professional team should be pulling up to your local airport and getting on Spirit.
No, no,
No,
just
it
no.
shouldn't be like that. Not when y'all making money off of them, even if it's just a tax write off. I guarantee that
Right.
tax write off is a lot more than y'all paying them.
hmm And that's the main thing. The main thing is we celebrating the luxuries when them salaries is still ass.
Exactly.
Mhm.
So
But
that's
you know, we live in a progressive country, so I feel like they will eventually get paid what they deserve. You know, it's coming because the more we talk about it, the more they have to listen.
oh man. I just got to update one of my favorite podcast series is back on YouTube. Um, all right, man. We've been I've been trying not to talk about my Knicks, but me and Tom Thibodeau, dog. I promise you, the way I done put on this these people internet, the way I done showed out on Pat Riley's internet. If you blow this series when Boston is vulnerable, you're gonna have to see me outside.
You
I'm
mean
tired.
Indiana?
I'm sorry. No, I'm saying Boston is vulnerable. You can you can beat Indiana and be good against Boston. Boston got injuries that make it a good matchup, especially now. But come on, man, what are we doing? We playing bully, man. Listen,
This is
you ain't
my two
seen what I
cents.
seen.
This is my 2 cents
Boston,
on the Boston. Right.
Boston. We gonna get to Boston. This New York squad. If you just give the backup players a little bit more time, give your starters 5 minutes on the bench. Everybody ain't got to play 55 minutes.
But see, now the problem is they playing their bench now because of the spot that they in right now. Not that I don't think that the injuries were caused by them playing so much. I just think that they were just freak injuries. They're just basketball injuries. Honestly, that's just going to happen. Other teams got injured too. Let's not pretend like other teams aren't hurt too. Um, but They are now playing their bench. Miles McBride started today.
Man, brother, we gonna get there.
So
Give me a second. But
How
it would
long
be
is
one thing
OG
if he
out?
was like OG out for the rest of the season. He done. I'll get to that in a minute. It only hurts. It
Damn.
only hurts against Indiana. I'll get to that in a second. Listen,
No, you.
we
Oh,
living.
there's
We
no
gotta break it.
there's no way you don't think that not having OG is gonna hurt y'all against the Celtics. There's no
Hold
way you
on.
think that because
I'm
who
explaining
gonna
why
guard
it's
Jalen
hurting us
Brown?
more now. It's hurting us more now because Indiana has oh my god, former Raptor. I can't think his name now. Oh, OG's running mate when they were in Pascal. That's it. Pascal Siakam.
Yeah,
Pascal
see, I
has been switching on to Jalen, and that has been a problem. The other squad don't. The Celtics don't have him. So again, Pascal is a problem now, a real problem now. But I digress. I digress.
I mean,
You know,
y'all gonna need
everybody-
them if y'all play Boston too because they got Tatum and that's worse.
I hear you, DK. But here's my real issue. Everybody wants to
realist,
give.
realistically, are we gonna ask White Dante to guard Jason Tatum every game for 48 minutes a game?
Or Josh Hart.
Is with Josh
That's
Hart on Jalen Brown and Jalen Brunson on Derek White? I don't like those matchups. I'm just saying, not for y'all, not for y'all at least. And Bully know they gonna be on the court for 48 minutes because they don't have nobody else.
it.
Like that's a problem. Like they
You
gonna
don't have
just sit
to.
there and rotate. They gonna sit there and rotate players on y'all. Hauser, Pritchard. They just gonna throw the kitchen sink at y'all.
You're gonna have to
Tatum
play
don't
them G
even gotta be
leaguers.
good. Tatum
You
don't even
gonna have.
gotta be
You
good.
can play G leaguers for 5 minutes a game across a 48 minute game. You can play them. If they put if they put Drew Holiday, and I'm just a rant. If they put Drew Holiday on Brunson again, he gonna cook him again for 44. Keep putting him on him. I double dog dare you. I double dog dare you. He gonna cook him for another 44.
You drunk. You drunk.
That was what he
That's
put
what
on
Drew
him
did.
last time. I'm just
That's
asking.
what Drew
Asking
did.
for a
But
friend.
but let
What
me
he did
let
for
me
him
tell you
last time.
something, Troy. If y'all think that Jalen Brunson gonna score 40 a game, you lost.
He
If he has to
did,
score if he
and
has
we
to score
won.
40, if he has to score 40 every game for y'all to win, y'all only win two.
Exactly.
Listen,
Maybe.
let me tell
Maybe.
you. Let me tell you the key to the
Maybe.
series.
Or
Once we
two
get there,
Celtics.
the key to the series is gonna be White. White playing for the Knicks. Hell, White played for the other team every game. What is we talking about? Y'all, oh
No, he
man, look at
don't.
him. He is a
No, he don't.
career 12-point scorer. He had two 30-point games that everybody went, oh, he's arrived. What happened? He back.
You're still
He back. It
you're
was an
still
aberration.
forgetting about Al Horford.
Yeah. Like
Boot
they
skin?
got
The boot skin?
Yeah, I know you don't
The
like
boot
them boot
skin.
skins, but too bad.
The boot skin. Okay. All
The
right.
Gator
All
the
right.
Gator
So
is gonna be there.
uh-huh.
And
he's
even at
there
his
all the
age, he's
time.
still very productive.
He's always there. And whenever they come up
Very
short,
productive.
look at his box score. And if
He
you're a
don't need to
gambler
be
like DK,
20 to 10. He just need to give him at least like a couple baskets and like 6 rebounds. That's all he
He
needs to
is a
do.
great role player to Jason Tatum and Jalen Brown. Derek
Yeah.
White does his job. Even if he only averages 12 points a game, if Jalen Brown and Jason Tatum get 80, we already at 92. What are we talking about? Y'all ain't
we
got a
win by
bench that's gonna get
5.
y'all
Right.
over 110 points. It's over
We
with.
win if Tatum and Jason score 80, we win by 5.
And
I'm
you
good with
forget
that.
That's crazy. Look, I'm telling you right now, the over under
Well,
for the Knicks to win games is gonna be 110. If y'all can't score 110, you lost.
We're gonna be good. We're gonna be. You know what? We talking about a series that ain't even here yet. We need to focus on the fact that we are struggling against a team who cannot play defense to save their life, and it's
Agreed.
only because our coach will not put somebody in for 5 minutes. That's
He
all
do.
you gotta do.
No, he's not doing it this game. He's
Man,
only
they
going
are
in the
they,
second minute.
they are holding on to this 9 point lead. Oh, it's
They,
11 now. My bad. It's 11. Jalen already got 24.
yeah, man.
So,
So
are we gonna address the elephant in the room?
Well, what's that?
Can any one of these teams out of the Jazz and Timberwolves win at home?
You talking about our Nuggets and Timberwolves?
listen, I,
Yeah,
I
Nuggets and Timberwolves. My bad. Nuggets and Timberwolves. Can any one of these teams win at home? I think that's who. I think that's what it comes down to. Nuggets winning tonight. The way it's been going, every home team is lost.
I think Nuggets are back, man. They don't. Jokic is locked in. I think he upset. He don't heard the talks.
I
He don't want to go back to his horses just yet.
Hmm.
all I know is that we gave Cat all that love of how Ant was helping him play better. Ant was motivating him through smiles and not anger like Jordan. Hey man,
Yo,
you gotta jack that dude up and cuss him out. You
I,
you
I,
gotta talk about his cousins, his uncles. Like you gonna have to do something because that happy go lucky shit is it's over.
you fucking
I
suck.
told y'all that Anthony Edwards was inconsistent shooting. He does everything else exceptionally well, and when
But
he starts to struggle shooting from the field, it gets dark
it
for the
do.
team. That was my biggest issue, and we're looking at it now. And Rudy Gobert should give his DPOY to the rookie, where it should have been in the first place.
Mm-hmm.
Wembley 100% should have been the defensive player of the year. This was politics.
Uh-oh. TP is on the soapbox. So here you go.
He is.
No,
He did. He did. He
I'm.
did.
Look, well, I gotta call it. I gotta call
Promote.
a spade a spade, man. Wembley hit
Promote.
averaged over 3 blocks a game as a rookie.
That's yeah.
Just because he was
So
on a bad team does not disqualify him from being your defensive player of the year. I'm sorry.
can, can we be honest about Rudy Gobert? Can we be honest? When you start giving defensive player of the year to off-ball defenders who are 155 pounds, I don't really care about your defensive player of the year awards. I don't. Don't talk to me until you at least 285 or you a guard getting 5 steals a game. Other than that, I don't want to talk about it. I don't care about it.
All
It's
I'm gonna
just
say is the defensive players of the year I remember were Gritty, Gary Payton, Rodman, Tayshaun Prince.
Ben
Give me
Wallace.
God,
Hakeem Olajuwon.
Ben Wallace, Hakeem even won one. Give me guys that are gonna bang. DPOY shouldn't just be handed out just because they were big.
Who
We
could
got
put that man
guys that
in the
actually
bucket?
get in there and hell, they could have gave it to AE over him.
Hold on, wait, whoa, fully stop. Big men should
I don't
win
think,
Defensive Player of the Year awards if they are actually on ball defenders. You don't get to be Defensive Player
Yeah.
of the Year if you sneaking a dude from the other side of the court. Oh, I got a chase down block. You ain't played nobody straight up, LeBron. So I'm not I'm not finna give you that award
but
just because
when
you
we
getting blocked.
but as an off-ball defender, if you are guarding the paint, because we got to look at points in the paint, points shots contested, shots blocked, all those stats matter, and all those things actually contribute to who goes to be the defensive player of the year. If you're guarding the paint, they can't score in the paint. You turning everybody into jump shooters. That matters.
It does. It does.
The amount of
Okay,
shots changed
all right.
matters.
Here's the
because
other
that
part
changes
of
the
that
game.
equation.
That's
Here's the
that
other part of
changes
that
the game.
equation. That's a simple adjustment that AD was running around here hollering about, oh, I feel like I'm the defensive player of the year. Jokic put him in the bucket and gave him the business.
Jokic put everybody in a bucket. Nobody can guard Jokic. If we're gonna say that if Jokic goes to town on somebody, they shouldn't be DPOY, then there will be no defensive player of the year. There will be none
How?
because he
There's
bodied
a difference
everybody.
between how and why. There's a difference in you saying you defensive player of the year. You're not like getting hook shot. You're not getting threed. You are getting back down to the goal from the top of the key to the goal. That's a problem with strength. If you're not strong, why are we talking about you as defensive player of the year? Strength matters. I make
Yeah,
jokes about these skinny dudes being centers, but some of these skinny dudes strong. Some
yeah.
of them strong.
Yeah.
I mean, we can look at Giannis when he won his defensive player of the year. Not only did he guard wing players, but he also guarded the paint. You're talking about an on-ball defender that was very proud, was down in the paint as well. That's
Yeah.
why he won it twice.
And so yeah, it's a for me it's a dicey both or AD or um why I can't remember the
Gobert,
French's name already. Yeah, Gobert. I wasn't impressed with either one of
go.
them this year. I wasn't even impressed with Wembley, but I wasn't looking for him to be anything this year. I was looking for Popovich to get his hands on him and develop him.
Mm.
That's what I was looking for. And he's
And that he
developing
did.
better as a player. And oh man, Pop don't get his
How you
his
feel
flowers
about him,
like he should.
honestly?
So Pop is like a three-stage coach for me. So he was an absolute failure in the beginning. Then they tanked to get the number one draft pick. Then he developed three Hall of Famers. Absolutely developed three Hall of Famers. Now he's back to who am I as a coach again because he's developing a young guy. He's trying to add pieces around him and develop them. And the people who don't adhere to his program, he getting rid of them. It's a bunch of guards right now that's been cast off because they just don't want to buy into the program. And Pop ain't gonna keep talking to you. Jack
Mm-hmm.
done told y'all that on his podcast. Hey man, Pop don't play.
Yeah,
Nope.
Straight up no.
Spurs need to
Well,
go get Trey
Bully,
Young.
wow. I'm
See,
confident in
that
saying
brings
that
me
Pop will
back
not
to
do that.
Atlanta. That brings me back to Atlanta taking Bronny number one overall, taking LeBron and trading Trey Young to the Spurs. Thank you, Bully.
Oh,
We got a winning scenario. Both sides win. Both sides win in that situation.
Bully, Trey Young's
That ain't
skills
happening,
are
bro.
much like his
That
hairline.
ain't happening.
They are decreasing fast. So I don't know if that would be the guy that Pop would bring into his
Sell the
program.
team. Sell the team. Fire everybody. Sell the team.
I'm just, and I think there is a place for Trey Young. I think Trey Young is a probably excellent second unit point guard. What's going on? I think he's an excellent second unit point guard. But as your main option, I don't know.
Man, he is
I don't
LeBron's
know.
son. Develop him. He can be a great point guard in the NBA. He has, like you said, he hasn't had the opportunity to really shine. You know, he is vertically challenged in that aspect as not being as tall as his dad, but at the same time, the amount of basketball knowledge he's coming with because he's been doing this his whole life, I would like that in a point guard. Teach him how to be a distributor, a playmaker. We know he can shoot. So you can't just leave him out there. You can't go under screens. You're gonna have
You
to
know,
either wedge or go under. You go over a screen, he's shooting. Develop him. There's other lottery picks. If the Hawks want to go ahead and take another lottery pick, they can still use a second round pick and take Bronny.
What's going on, Peerless? This,
Yes, sir, Peerless.
this, I mean, mm, and I have fun with Trey Young. It's all fun from the Knicks series when the Knicks was talking about his receding hairline. But um, the problem with Trey Young is how he operates when other teams attack the pick and roll. That's the problem with Trey Young. That's his only problem. If he can't get a shot off 40 feet out, when he get closer to that 3 point line, when defenses can lock on him, that that's where it gets inconsistent.
yeah,
Yeah,
You got you got the Murray kid. That's the Murray kid that's there now, right?
yeah,
Played the two
yeah.
guard.
yeah.
The Murray kid, he was basically trying to carry the team on his back. There's too much weight for one man to do on his own when the rest of the Atlanta squad is lacking.
But
Yeah,
I to Bully's point, if you pick and roll Trey Young and Wembley, okay, let's say they hedge and switch. Now we got Wembley on a guard.
but
Probably got him by over a foot. That's a great matchup now. If you go under the screen, Trey Young shoots. You go over it, he kicks it to Wembley. You're still cooked.
or even the lob threat. Like
Yeah, that that
the
that.
thing that makes that special with him is like Trey Young's mastered that floater, but maybe not knowing that it's a floater or a lob. Like he's mastered that. But
Yeah.
Clint Capella, imagine that one.
Yeah,
That would be
yeah,
crazy.
But the thing is, he's got to get downhill.
yeah.
And does he want to get downhill? That's the better question.
We'll see
Because
though.
there
Like
are guards that
he
want to
was
get
hurt.
downhill.
He was hurt when he had came back for that little bit of time towards the end of the season. He was
Yeah.
hurt. He hurt his hand. So we'll see. We'll see.
I think he'll still be a very good player in the NBA. You know,
Yeah.
I'm not worried about him. It's the Hawks have an opportunity to add another all star to the team with the number one pick. So, that franchise is looking good. They have a roster around Trey Young. They get I don't know who the number one projected player is. Probably somebody out of the other
Yeah.
league or whatever.
Yeah. It's Alex Sarr, the
Yeah,
7-1 dude. He's not really like super crazy, but he's alright. He reminds me of
yeah,
like a little bit better version of what Nerlens Noel will be, or what Nerlens Noel was.
yeah,
So,
yeah.
Okay, New
You
York.
get
That's
you you
distance.
get you get Trey Young a center that can shoot and bang. That'll be a dangerous team.
Well,
That'll be a dangerous combination.
well, so we talked about the draft combine a little bit earlier, and I looked at some of the mock NBA drafts. I'm gonna go back to my takes in the NCAA playoffs, and I was telling you, real basketball is not played in the Big Ten, and everybody got mad with me. And I kept telling y'all, Zach Edey is Slewfoot. He gonna be a problem at the next level. But in the NCAA's, he did what he was supposed to do. He was the biggest dude on the court, and he played like it. That ain't gonna work in the NBA.
no, because he has to have a shot, which is why Donovan Clingan is projected to go over him as a.
Yeah, he's not even the top 10 last time I
No,
checked.
who?
I don't even think
Talk
is
about
he a
that.
first round
No, he's
draft
gonna.
pick at this point.
No, he's gonna end up being a second rounder, and that's where he was always actually honestly slated to go, anyways. For that,
Right.
for that reason. Um, So we'll see though. Like he I'm sure he's out to prove everybody wrong. Honestly, I'm sure he got a chip on his shoulder for that reason. So we'll see.
Yeah, draft class is
So
definitely average though.
Yeah, for sure.
it is the draft. Hold on. So let's the draft class that we see while we're going through the combine. Yes, it's average. But remember, there are guys that should have been playing their freshman year in the NCAA's that were in G League that were being
Right.
developed. So we won't know really who's who until all of the combine stuff gets done. Remember, I think it's the combine is like what 4 days. So it's like two
Yeah.
Yeah.
days of measurables and then 2 days of scrimmages and ball skill stuff. So let's just I would love to call this draft class average, but there are players that I had forgot that decided that yeah, I ain't going to school. I'm gonna sit over here. It's a bunch of players I had forgot about them. So let's wait to see what those guys
Yeah.
look like and how they developed in the G League.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
I
man.
think
Yeah,
it's
I
too
looked at
early. I think it's too early to compare it to Anthony Bennett's draft class. That
yeah,
draft class was terrible.
yeah. No, that was that man. Yeah, yeah. Look, I don't want to see another Euro player come over to the United States until they show me they can play head up man to man defense.
The
Because the
NBA has
ones
changed. It
that
don't matter. Can you score? Can you score?
it's the softest tissue paper.
It is,
Come
but
on.
that's the product we got to deal with. They
Oh,
have to score.
Jesus. I want this team USA
Oh,
to
Jesus,
lock up
that draft was
94 feet,
bad.
94 feet from start to finish.
So how do you
Uh,
feel about Tyrese Halliburton being a starting point guard for the USA team?
Is he?
yeah.
I'm just asking. I don't know if they have named him the starter. I don't know if they've named anybody
Well,
as the starters.
Right.
they
But
haven't named starters.
how do you feel he would do? Is that going to be a good fit for the USA team?
Oh, so who we
Hold
got?
on 1 second.
Bam.
Bully.
Why,
Hold
why wouldn't it
on.
be Steph? Why wouldn't Steph start? You think Steph gonna come off the bench? Stop it.
I
Maybe if
forgot Steph
maybe
was on the squad.
Steph is on the squad.
Yeah, Steph would start.
Well,
Steph would
all right.
start.
Braun's gonna start, right? I'm sure. Katie's gonna start. AD is gonna start, right?
I
Right.
would
Or
Then
maybe
not.
Embiid.
who's the two guards though?
That's what I'm saying. Like it might not even be them. Like it might not. It might be just Steph and that's it. Or there might not
Okay.
even be a guard.
Everybody that
Like they
don't know
might.
the Halliburton
I
thing
don't
is
know.
controversial because Kyrie has been left off the squad. And I'm gonna keep saying this until people understand. Kyrie's basketball game does not fit the Euro style of basketball for this reason. That weird oblong lane hurts him. The fact of how they play the 3 point line hurts him. He gets more spacing in basketball over here than he would over there. And it seems wild, but when you like look at how they play basketball, how we adjust our game to their basketball, it doesn't give him the spacing to do what he needs to do. He'll never be
He
able to
can
get
be a.
past.
I don't agree with KD and LeBron. He ain't got to touch the ball until it's time to shoot. Don't let him dribble the air out of the ball.
Yeah.
He
You know what I
when
mean?
Kyrie was on the Cavaliers, LeBron was the ball handler and Kyrie was the scorer. You stand
Until
there and wait for
finishing
the open
time.
shot. But if you look at this team the way it's built, he doesn't have to be a primary ball handler with all those other guys on the team. And I don't think he was left off because of his skill set. I don't think that's why he was left off. I agree with Bully. It was something else. You know what I mean? But I
Well,
like
if we
I
don't
like the addition of Tyrese Halliburton. I feel like the young kid will get an
wait,
opportunity
hold on.
to show what he can do.
What about the kid from Sacramento? Why he didn't get on the squad?
Fox. He not
He's
over Kyrie. I'm sure Kyrie got more
Yeah,
snub than he did.
but he's
absolutely.
a pick and roll downhill distribute score point guard. I like him over Halliburton.
No,
I didn't say he was better than Steph. I like him over Halliburton because he's consistent and he's a pick and roll get downhill guard. That's it.
he don't
Halliburton
play
for me,
defense like Halliburton.
This is what I say.
He's
I said
probably
I say they should have announced certain people and then let the other people fight it out, or maybe not announce it at all and let certain people fight it out and then announce this list
and
because
then they like the dream team. They
I
announce the
feel like
players and then go get it.
it
there was a
is a
few
dream
people
team.
that could have went and grabbed some spots if there was a competition for them. You know what I'm saying? Like I
You
think
tell him
Kyrie would have put up a fight, for one of
you
them spots.
you telling me Steph, KD, LeBron, and AD ain't a dream team?
No, that's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is when a dream team was put together, when Daddy Rich, as they call him, Chuck Daly, came into the mix, he was like, "This is the squad, but y'all battling for minutes." They was in the scrimmages going at each other. Look at the documentaries. By the way, Magic Johnson is the biggest instigator in the history of the world because the Sin Jordan and Clyde Drexler is wrong on so many levels. Hey, that's what we need to talk about. If you a Philly season ticket holder, why isn't Embiid playing for the USA?
I'm a little irritated, but whatever. He took somebody's
There's
spot.
no
I'm a
way.
little mad.
Yeah, that
Who
is a
plays for?
dream team. Embiid, Tatum, and Bam, Kevin Booker, Kawhi, and Tyrese,
Like it don't
and
matter
Drew.
who they put out there. Like that team is
They are
it's one
literally
of the
about to
best
run.
teams. Yeah,
Yeah,
we done seen it. I
No,
mean,
no.
not. I
What
mean,
I'm
Team
saying
Canada
is,
go get them a run for their money. I think, but like,
no,
who's on Team
no,
Canada?
no.
yeah,
This USA team is going to run everybody out of the gym. It's going to be ugly.
Who is on Team Canada?
It is going
they
to be
have
ugly.
the most like NBA talent on that squad. I know Shea's on that squad for sure.
We're not. This is an Olympic year. We are not Team Canada. That's not what we're doing.
No way you just did that. No way.
I'm just
Murray,
saying, it's
Shy
an Olympic
Gildress,
year.
Dylan Brooks. I don't know if Canada got a
Lou
big.
Dort.
Is Chet Canadian?
It's gonna be
Oh,
yeah.
Murray?
No. It's gonna be yeah. Jamal Murray, Shea, Lou Dort, R.J. Barrett, Olynyk, Zach Edey, Dylan Brooks. Like they got NBA
They
talent
got
over there.
Kelly?
They
Kelly?
they got a they have NBA talent over there.
Braun go for
Yeah,
55 in the Olympics.
but it don't matter. USA team is going to beat everybody by 30.
As long as they're not complacent.
They are about to run people out of the gym. If they make them
Hey,
actually compete for minutes and they want to be on the court, then they are going to play their best. And there's no way no team can compete with what the USA has.
y'all said Jason Tatum was on the squad, right?
Yeah,
I got Jason Tatum, KD. Jason Tatum and KD on the floor together at the same time. And Devin Booker. Oh, it's gonna get dark. It's gonna get dark.
and Curry.
It's definitely gonna get dark. I mean, Curry gonna do what he gonna do. He gonna do what he gonna do. I
It
don't have any worries about Curry.
is going to get dark for everybody.
That's crazy. Caitlin got her 20-piece tonight. 4 for 10 from three though. I don't know how we feel about that, but
Let me
You
it's
said
find
four
out.
of
40%.
10, 4 of 10
Yeah,
from three.
yeah.
I like 40%. Give me 40% 3-point shooters all day.
That ain't bad.
Give me 40.
You know what?
Right, exactly.
Look, we waiting on it too. Come on, run it. Come on, give me 40. Give me 40%. But what you got, Troy?
Hold on. I just why am I a Caitlyn hater? Hold on. So let's get something straight right now. Let's get something straight right now. This ain't about being a Caitlyn hater. If you think that Troy's a Caitlyn hater, you have not been watching the podcast. I'm not a Caitlyn hater. I'm a Caitlyn fan hater. The Caitlyn fans are the problem.
Oh
Are
my
you one of the
God.
fans, Bully? Caitlyn fans are the problem. Caitlyn is a nice young lady who's doing great things for the WNBA. She gonna have to work her way through just like every other rookie, but she's a nice young lady.
A
Nah,
rookie that scored 20 at first game.
I don't even like the Knicks score. Just done took over my ESPN app. I'm not watching the game live, so that's what. Oh, I got to go back here. Um, let's see where we at. What are we talking about? It's 81 to 67. What? We really talking about
So now
81 to 67.
she need her other number one pick from the previous year to not have 4 points. Jazz, it's not her fault. Let's talk about that. Let's talk about her teammates, Jazz.
Let's talk about it because she was. Ooh, I got a pick and roll teammate. Remember that? Did we forget that? We forgot that part.
That's true.
You don't need a pick and roll teammate.
So
You got a
that's
player
what.
you can dump it down. They got the WNBA version of Shaq, and Shaq ain't getting the ball.
What do you mean she not getting the ball? She not shooting the ball. She not shooting
I'm not
enough.
doing this with y'all. It's, all I know is it's not translating to wins.
It's very.
Kaylee is good for the
But
game.
how early in the season is it? How early in her career is it?
First game.
You know what?
It's the
What we
first.
talking about? What we
It's
talking
not
about? The Aces gonna win
contributing
the
to
game.
wins, and we in the first game.
And weren't they the second best team in the
You
league last year or something like that? Or third best? Connecticut Sun?
line right now. I'm finna put
Come on,
TP on the
man.
gun line right now. TP, you in Vegas. Who winning the WNBA championship? Remember, you in Vegas now.
The Aces, of course.
Okay, I'm just checking.
I don't think they're better than the Aces. That I never said that. No way.
Yeah.
In Chicago.
I said watch out for. I said it earlier. I like what Angel Reese over there doing.
Yeah, and New York putting together some nice things too. But all of this conversation that we never did this last year. We never did this last year. We weren't in depth conversations about this WNBA. And so I completely forgot y'all. Shout out to the Golden State Valkyries, new WNBA franchise.
Yep.
Shout out to them.
Really?
They got merch already.
Where are my comments?
Right.
I guess I'll die on that hill then. Bring my
best
comments
franchise
back.
in WNBA history.
They still have the most championships.
Mm-hmm.
But I think Angel Wilson gonna. There ain't nobody stopping her. I don't care. I don't care what any other team is doing. There's nobody stopping Angel Wilson.
Hey, since we live on air, TP, that tweet got 32,000 views. And some of the people think I'm a Jackson State fan.
Damn. Well,
it's dark in Buffland.
Well,
oh God.
I mean, it's not like you. It's not like you went to FAMU anyway.
I'm just, I'm just trying to figure out when I was ever one of them V people. Like, cool. It's cool. Like, I now have a whole new fan base to torment for the season. Listen, I know this ain't that podcast, but y'all done talk all this noise. Y'all done talked all this noise on Salad Nessie's internet. Y'all bet not lose that first game to North Dakota State.
They
Because
not
again,
gonna lose, bro.
I'm not gonna be the drum major, but I'm gonna be in the tuba section when Twitter go dark. Cause it's gonna go dark. I got tweets in the chamber waiting. I'm 6 months ahead of schedule. I'm ready to go. Come on. And it ain't no prime hate. It ain't no prime hate. Who?
Marvin
MHA
Harrison
player.
Jr. did not sign his NFLPA licensing agreement. We'll talk about that on
So
Thursday,
we'll
Bully.
talk about it Thursday. Yeah. Yeah, we'll talk about it on Thursday. The only reason I'm talking about this particular incident is because I put out a throwaway tweet. I was just all my tweets that I just be like, I'm just gonna throw this out there and just be funny and walk away. End up going viral. I wasn't even this one serious. I don't not like Prime. I'm not a Prime hater. I'm a Neely hater because he assassinated Cormani's character. And as Dion's mouthpiece, I got issues with Dion. Outside of that, Dion family. I don't care what he say, he'll know. So y'all like keep running my numbers up. Come to the podcast, be outraged. Thank you. It's all love. So what we don't do on either of these podcasts, I talk about Fat Bastard. That's what we don't do that here, buddy. Like you not. I got this thing about trafficking in racial tropes, and for a black man to do that, I have an issue with it. So I don't really talk about it. Stuff we did one little video with him and which is kind of wild now that him and Stephen A. Smith got into it, and now Stephen A. Smith trying to outdo Jason Whitlock. It's crazy. You know what we can talk about? Shaq, Shaq,
What? Yeah, like
and
what's
Shannon Sharp beef. What? Why? Why is Unks out there fighting over Miss Sherilyn? Like, stop it! Y'all don't need to be fighting. Oh man! And rap is a skill that, just like basketball, you must hone. You must work on. You must continue to develop. When Shaq came out into the league, he was halfway decent as a rapper. That rap that he put out about Shannon Sharp sucked. That was a Drake diss. That's what that was. Don't do that no more. Don't do that no more. Yeah.
I ain't heard it.
You don't want to hear it.
I
It's worse than Atlanta Vegas.
Damn.
I told y'all it's an Olympic year from
oh,
USA.
man.
USA. We ain't celebrating nobody from Degrassi. The what? Um, yeah, he released some of his podcasts. It's just,
I'll listen to it later. I'll give you my take on
yes.
Thursday.
Like you don't ever want the Unks to get in the fight at the barbecue. It's never gonna go well. They don't just
But
fight regularly.
speaking of Shaq, I've heard that TNT might be losing.
Yeah,
They might be losing their partnership with the NBA. What
It
does that
is
so
mean?
almost
What does that mean for Shaq, Kenny Smith, and
NBC.
yeah?
Yeah.
Are they gonna be still
But
employed by NBC?
so I'd imagine they would stay, but you know who might not? Ernie Johnson.
Mm.
Ernie might be gone.
He said he's no. He said he's gonna stay with Turner Sports. So whatever that is, whatever that means.
Barkley gonna go wherever there's fried chicken
The
and
money.
money at.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Y'all got chicken nuggets.
And
Hey, he'll
remember,
show up.
remember, it's not just like it ain't regular beef with Ernie. Like when Ernie was coming out, NBC wouldn't look at him.
Yeah.
Like
Mm.
it's real beef.
So
So
what would that mean for his career though? As far as commentating, when he go back to ESPN?
yeah, he'll probably end up at ESPN.
Okay.
He'll probably end up at ESPN. Which, based on that ESPN pregame studio crew, they need some help.
Hmm.
Perk can't keep carrying the jokes on that show. That's why I be trying to get in there when I can because TP be carrying the show with his jokes. I be trying to get in there, and if y'all don't pay attention to TP, see everybody think somebody at TP. Somebody told me that you the good innocent one. No, I was gonna get to it, bully, but since you brought it up, let's go ahead and get to it.
Yeah, man.
So first off, if you give Paul Pierce a hot mic, it's your fault.
He's
I
he's been he's been that.
like just no. And rolled over it like he ain't said and kept going. For those who don't know what we talking about, Paul Pierce,
Oh man.
when doing a breakdown of an NBA game, let the N word roll off his tongue like we
It's a
was under the
cold.
tree with Coke 45s in our hand talking about basketball. He is literally the definition of a tree dude. If you don't know what a tree dude is, ask your unks. Listen, I know he was breaking down White Dante. I'm trying not to.
Which is
He trying to
crazy
get me.
too. That was it's
Bully,
crazy.
listen,
His
Bully trying to
dad
get me
is
in
his
trouble.
dad is black.
No, it's not, his dad is not black. His dad is white as the driven snow. They Italian. What? For those, if you don't follow White Dante DiVincenzo, we called him white, or actually, it was uh what's my guy? Bomani Jones. It was Bomani Jones that
Mm.
gave him that name because when he came out of college into the NBA, he had an exquisite sister on his arm. And from that point on, they called him White Dante. And
Oh
I ain't mad.
yeah.
Go Google it. And you White Dante from that point
Okay.
on. From that point on. So yeah, White Dante. By the way.
I'm sorry, his dad isn't black. I was joking, by the way.
Yeah, he we let it roll for like 3 podcasts and I just
I've been saying it for the longest. I know his dad is black. Is he Italian?
yeah. Oh god. Yeah, it's and they like a big regular Italian family. So,
Yeah.
shout out to White Dante. White Dante been doing his thing. He had a rough go when he was in Milwaukee. He hung out with the Splash Brothers, came to New York and was like, I can shoot too. So
I mean, he
he
won the
was he
championship
was
in
doing some
Milwaukee.
good shit.
he
He
did.
got some hardware. He know what it feels like to win. That's always good to have in your locker room. Somebody that actually contributed to a ring, not just somebody that rode
Yeah.
coattails. So yeah, that's big. Too bad it ain't gonna be enough against the Celtics.
Yeah. It's unfortunate.
You see how we come right back to it.
It's just the disrespect. See, this is what I'm talking about.
That's why they.
TP is the good one. TP is the good one. He the good one now? Is he the good one now? That's what I want to know.
He gonna be great when these Rockets get that third pick in the building, man. Another one. That was a blessing.
They probably say that because they be agreeing with what I'm saying, Troy. I don't be coming with outlandish hate on anybody.
This man with a straight face just told all of our viewers a bold face lie. All we got to do is asking about his franchise first quarterback. And let's see
He
how
was
that goes.
trash. And yes, I don't like Andrew Luck. I He went to my rival high school and then ended up playing for my rival team in the NFL. No, I will never like him.
We ain't even got the
And
James Harden.
and the school that he went to in Houston, Texas, Stratford High School, was probably the most racist school I ever played against. I was getting called the N word by parents, refs. It was bad. It was so bad that our sophomore team fought them. They fought them, the refs, the players, and the parents. It was a big brawl. Like it was bad. That is why I don't like Andrew
Oh,
Luck.
oh
Oh,
man.
Just to clear that up, I
oh,
can't fuck with him. He went to
Oh my
Stratford,
god.
the
damn.
whitest school in Houston, Texas.
Oh
They had
man.
one black dude on the team, and he was the running back.
Oh.
Probably racist too.
Oh my god. Oh my. Oh. Oh. Again, that was TP. Your lead singer.
Not the lead singer.
Because I understand. Like right now, everybody thinks is gonna think DK is the good one. He nice, wholesome young man. Everybody gonna think that.
Oh,
But
for now.
Me and Marlo get. Oh my god, we get treated like we don't. Well, okay, so Marlo is the worst. Like it's not even. There are whole podcast clips I cannot release ever in life,
Because
ever.
Look, Marlo don't even give you an explanation. He just be like, "Fuck them." No explanation. Nah, just fuck them
no,
and
for real.
everything they stand for.
There, there's an episode that if we was ever to release the clips from that episode with him and Yard Talk, there wouldn't be a single
Man.
stadium in the SWAC we could go to and hang out. Just like nah,
Mm-mm.
nah.
Nah,
So
you burn
TP,
that footage.
TP, let me check my email first before I say this. I want to make sure that they said I'm good. Um, because I applied for our media credentials from the ACC.
Mm.
They haven't responded. They probably seen the podcast. Um,
Well, you
let's
can't
see how
just be
that
out here
goes.
breaking big news stories unmitigated.
I bet you they watching now. I bet you they watching now. Oh man.
That's you know
So
why you know why they not gonna respond because you came out and said that they over there robbing Peter to pay Tom. And now they
Yeah,
don't like
yeah, see what you did?
listen, it is as so we've done our best to avoid being media and have failed miserably. We have tried to be a fan friendly podcast, and for the most part, we have been. We've been two podcasts. We've been fan friendly. However, God keep putting news in front of me and going. So you say you media? You're not media? Prove it. And now I'm checking sources. I'm doing research. Like I'm literally trying just to be a fan friendly, fun podcast. And we get real news. But what we try to do different than everybody else is take that news and make it fun if possible. Because like right now, North Carolina, AD has said that, not AD, I'm sorry, North Carolina, University of North Carolina president said, hey man, this money funny. We got $1 million worth of deficits. We need to do something. But when Trust said it's other schools trying to get out of ACC, I was a bad guy. When Trust said Clemson was gonna file a lawsuit, and I kind of tried to make it like I wasn't saying the school, but then like Marlo and TP was like, "No, we're not doing that." So everybody knew I broke the story, and every media dude out there was just ignoring the fact that I broke the story.
Of course.
But it's okay. It's okay. It was documented. It is. It is
Uh,
on the internet now.
speaking of which, have fam you cashed that big ass check yet or no?
It was never a check. It was never a check. Um, I so I don't know if dude left Tallahassee yet. I
I
don't know
haven't
if
heard
dude left
anything
Tallahassee
about.
yet.
I haven't heard anything about his movement. I know that
I
there are
just know
investigations in place,
hmm
and I'm
there is
telling you
a
now,
board meeting.
if you sign the NDA, you are already guilty. You signed your admission of guilt when you signed the NDA. It don't even matter
And I
what
want to.
information you can't disclose. If ain't nobody told you yet, you're fired.
I am not the one, and I want to be clear because I'm not alumni. This ain't that podcast, and I asked Marlo how he feel on it after on Thursday after the the Wednesday board of trustees meeting. But when I told y'all Devron Givens is on that board of trustees, I don't know about them other people. I know about that dude from South St. Pete that I went to high school with. I knew what he was gonna do. I told y'all from the word go, it was going to be a problem. And the first thing he did was, we need a meeting. Ain't nobody else called for no meeting. He called for the meeting. Because whatever our political differences is, I knew how he grew up. I knew what he was going to do. I know exactly what he going to do. And if you think it's over, you better tune in to that board of trustees meeting tomorrow. Because I done told y'all, if that money wasn't real, St. Pete going to act up. And y'all let the governor put St. Pete on the board. He finna act up. He finna tell the truth. He finna get to the truth. And it's gonna be some
Hopefully,
fixing going on.
hopefully.
That truth coming out. That truth coming out, TP, because that non-disclosure agreement, they done already had the entire agreement on the news station in Tallahassee. It's been in the newspaper, it's been everything. That non-disclosure agreement might as well be nothing right now. Like all the businesses out there. I done showed y'all how you can be a billionaire in a week. I done showed y'all the whole 9 yards. I done told you what the people told me. I done told you what the people's processes are. Like, come on.
Hmm.
Hey,
Oh, that's why they losing, Bully. Them
that
10 turnovers. Yeah, that'll do
I
it.
didn't know that. Honestly.
Yeah,
Don't
when you
don't
can,
don't
like I
don't come
said,
in here giving Troy ammunition.
Ah,
I'm just saying, when I told y'all that off ball hand, they gonna start calling it, and when they start calling it, it's gonna get dark.
Man,
The
when Troy is about to shoot shots, he over there fumbling with a revolver, trying to get put the bullets in one at a time. He ain't got a full clip. And
yeah,
y'all just hand him bullets slowly and let him load his revolver so he can air it out.
man, I am not airing out Caitlin Clark. She is good for the game, absolutely good for the game. But you know who I'm finna air out? Oh, that Iowa head coach,
Iowa's gonna be trash next year.
Miss Lisa Blunder. Oh, I'm sorry, I said blunder on accident. Freudian slip. Lisa Blutter. She is
oh,
retiring because, I mean, why wouldn't you retire? You spent your entire career in obscurity. You got one of the greatest young players to ever hit college basketball. She's now gone. I need to find something to do. And I'm sorry, I keep reading these articles and y'all keep calling her legend, all these things. I don't see now NCAA title by that name. Not now.
Yeah,
So
I don't know that. We
when
know the
I
game.
use the word legend, legend means you are a winner. People say I have a problem with Caitlin Clark because I like winners. Winning matters. We don't play for fun. We just don't. You play to win the game,
No, I knew it
or
was coming.
you play to be Tom Brady. One or the other. It don't matter.
You got to have a Herman Edwards button. You played to win the game.
Yeah, this app and yeah, it don't like my stream deck for some reason. It just don't like my stream deck. Um, but yeah, I mean, it is what it is. Whew.
But
Um,
she is good for women's basketball. I think
yeah,
that this is,
absolutely.
since she's joined the league, they got charter flights. I don't know if that was because of her or because of all the talk around it. At the same time, there still has to be the monetary benefit from people watching it that'll get them paid more. So us talking about it more, people watching it more, all of this is going to contribute to a growing audience, which
Yep.
means growing pockets.
But she got to win.
She ain't
She
got to
can't
win.
just be out there. Yes, she
She
do.
ain't
She
got
got
to
to
win.
win.
She has to play.
If
She
she
has to
is the
play well.
driver,
She has to play good basketball.
She just got to play good basketball. I don't think it
10
matters whether or not
turnovers,
she wins.
she
She
can't
got
have 10
it.
turnovers on opening
It
night. That can't be
look
a thing.
if
Yeah.
she giving you 4 to 5
Mhm.
highlight plays a night, that's gonna be enough for people to still talk about her, even if they're not winning. When you go down your top 10 ESPN at the end of the night and you seeing Caitlin Clark every night, that's always gonna be something that people talk about. But we know who the best team in the WNBA is, the Las Vegas Aces.
Yeah.
So whether or
So
not they
basically,
win or
TP,
not, it's irrelevant.
watch this DK. So basically, she got to be Vernon Maxwell.
Just random shots. Huh? I told you it's like a slow rolling revolver. Go ahead, spin it.
Oh, let me. Whew. Thank you, New York. It ain't over yet, but thank you.
They doing
Damn,
that thing. Yeah, they doing that thing over there. Yeah.
damn.
The
Make the
Liberty
TV
were the
right.
number. They were the number 2 team in the WNBA last year. You thought Kayla was just gonna come in and beat them?
Oh no, I knew she was. I knew what time it was. I've been knowing
Okay.
what time it was since everybody was just basically saying she was just gonna come in the league and be MVP.
Oh
That's
no,
not.
no, no. There's some grown women in that league that
That's
got
not
other
good.
plans.
So you know what? I can't. So I guess I'm gonna have to. It's gonna have to be a me and DK conversation. So they are now. When they were doing the media days, they happened to mention that a couple of the players have been mentioned as one of the women that men wouldn't mind being flued out for. Now, have we entered that era of WNBA where men are willing to be groupies for WNBA players?
No. No. Why? Why
So
would
you're
they?
not gonna let Aisha fly you out.
All right. All right. It's specifically her. All right. It depends. It would have to depend though. No, it can't just be no anybody, right? You really just gonna let anybody? Yeah, I'm gonna just.
Tina Thompson could have flew me out in the early 2000s. I'd have been on the plane. Now, why Truck going to Houston so much? Don't worry about my business.
The slow reaction though. He's like, well, when you put it like that, see, you didn't say all that
Ace
at
is,
the beginning. You should have
Ace
led
is
with that.
different. No, because it's a
He
few
basically
players
said you
from the
should have led with
wings.
that.
It's a few players from the wings that I was like, okay, I could see why they asked these young ladies that question. I could see it. Not my type because I like women with gray hair. Just so happens Aisha done dyed her shit completely gray. So, um, but yeah, no, yeah, like the Tina Thompson would have been like, "You coming to Houston? I'm on the way." I don't know what y'all kids talking about because free tickets to the game. Y'all understand? Social media could never have existed in my time.
If
Never.
it did, if it did,
None
yeah.
of us would ever had careers. Ever. Just ever. Oh, I, Black Beach Weekend '97 by itself would have ensured that I never had a career. That whole weekend would just ensure
Y'all better hope they
that. By
burnt the
the way,
footage.
so one of our friends happened to have why you got a photo album just hanging out and your daughter is a teenager? Why? Why am I going into your house seeing a photo album from college? If you don't burn this now, and I mean right now, and I need to see you burn it.
Oh,
You
shit.
know how Hot Tub Time Machine dude had that box that said Cleveland on it? And he said, why didn't you put Cleveland? One of them deals. But we're gonna go ahead and move on because I am not trying to ruin TP's happy household. Um, I think he think I try to do that every week, but it's not true. I exclude him on purpose. His reaction. My dog. Again, I want to thank everybody. I think we had up to 24, 34, something like that. Thank everybody for coming out. Be sure to tune in on Thursday, the Gathering of Old Men podcast. It will be epic. Post
Uh-oh.
Board of Trustees meeting, it is going to be epic. Um,
Oh yeah.
I may be church mouse quiet on Wednesday night. Just understand this whole thing at FAMU. I'm going through some stuff. Just respect my time. And if y'all get too bad on there, I'm just gonna change the narrative and start taking shots at Colorado. So understand what the process may be. But for myself, DK and TP, for the Madness Basketball Podcast, Fat Mouth Sports, you can catch us on YouTube. Like, subscribe, tell your friends, leave a comment. You can also find us on all of your streaming platforms. All of the episodes are now up to date, so there's no weirdness going on. You'll be able to see the podcast. Again, for everybody on the show, we are out.